What if I told you that Lionel Messi isn't chasing one last World Cup? He's chasing immortality. At 39 years old, most football legends are already retired, but Messi is still here, still leading Argentina, still proving why many consider him the greatest footballer of all time. And after Argentina's latest victory, one question has taken over the football world. Could Messi actually win the 2026 FIFA World Cup? It sounds impossible. Winning one World Cup is already considered the greatest achievement a footballer can accomplish. Winning two? That's something only a handful of legends have ever done. And today, Lionel Messi has a real chance to join that exclusive group. Many people believe Argentina's World Cup story ended in Qatar. They think Messi already completed football, that he has nothing left to prove. But what if they're wrong? What if the greatest chapter of his career hasn't happened yet? Because when you take a closer look at Argentina today, something becomes impossible to ignore. This team isn't getting weaker, it's getting stronger. For years, Argentina depended almost entirely on Lionel Messi. Every attack went through him. Every important moment rested on his shoulders. If Messi had a bad game, Argentina usually struggled. But that is no longer the case. Under Lionel Scaloni, Argentina has become something much more dangerous, a complete team. One that knows how to defend, one that knows how to suffer, one that knows exactly how to win. And that's the biggest reason why Messi could lift another World Cup. History has proven that World Cups aren't won by the most talented player. They're won by the strongest teams. Just look at the recent champions. Spain dominated because every player understood their role. Germany conquered the world through discipline and teamwork. France overwhelmed opponents with depth and balance. And Argentina followed the exact same formula in 2022. Yes, Messi was the leader, but he wasn't alone. Emiliano Martinez became one of the tournament's greatest heroes. Cristiano Romero transformed into one of the world's best defenders. Enzo Fernandez exploded onto the biggest stage. Alexis McAllister controlled the midfield. Julian Alvarez constantly created space and scored crucial goals. Every single player elevated the team. That chemistry still exists today. In fact, it may be even stronger. Most of Argentina's core is entering their prime years of their careers. Players like Enzo Fernandez, Julian Alvarez, Alexis McAllister, and Romero now have far more experience than they did in Qatar. They're no longer promising talents, they're world-class players. And that means something very important. For the first time in nearly 20 years, Lionel Messi doesn't have to carry Argentina by himself. He simply has to lead them. And that's a massive difference. Another reason Argentina enters 2026 with so much confidence is continuity. While many national teams continue changing coaches, experimenting with tactics, and rebuilding their squads, Argentina has remained almost identical. The same manager, the same philosophy, the same winning mentality. Every international break makes this team stronger. Every tournament increases their confidence. And confidence is priceless in World Cup football. Just ask the champions. Because once a team learns how to win under pressure, repeating success becomes much easier. But perhaps the biggest advantage isn't tactical, it's psychological. This Argentina fears nobody. Not Brazil, not France, not Spain, not England. They've already beaten some of the strongest teams on the planet. They've lifted the Copa America. They've won the Finalissima. They've conquered the World Cup. This group walks onto the pitch believing they can defeat anyone. That mentality cannot be taught. It has to be earned. And Argentina earned it. Of course, winning back-to-back World Cups is one of the hardest challenges in football history. Every champion becomes the team everyone wants to eliminate. Every opponent plays their best match against you. Every mistake is punished. But if there's one country prepared for that pressure, it's Argentina. Because unlike previous generations, this squad already knows exactly what it takes to become world champions. The only question now is whether history is about to repeat itself, or whether Lionel Messi is preparing to write the greatest ending football has ever seen. But when you look at the facts, Argentina might be in a better position than ever before. Here's why Messi could shock the world one last time. But if Argentina truly wins the 2026 FIFA World Cup, it won't happen only because Lionel Messi is still playing. It will happen because everything around him has changed. For almost his entire international career, Messi carried expectations that no footballer should ever have to carry. Every defeat was blamed on him. Every missed chance became a headline. People constantly compared him to Diego Maradona and questioned whether he could ever lead Argentina to another World Cup. For years, that pressure followed him everywhere. He lost 3 major finals with Argentina. Many believed he would never recover from those heartbreaks. Some even thought his international career was over when he briefly announced his retirement after losing the Copa America final in 2016. But champions are remembered not because they never fail. They're remembered because they always come back. Messi returned. He never gave up. And little by little, everything started to change. Argentina won the Copa America, then the Finalissima, and finally the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Those victories completely transformed the mentality of this team. Today, Argentina no longer plays with fear. They play with confidence. They know how to defend a 1-goal lead. They know how to survive difficult moments. And perhaps most importantly, they know how to win. That experience could become Argentina's greatest weapon in 2026, because World Cups aren't won by the team that plays the most beautiful football. They're won by the team that stays calm when everyone else panics. And very few national teams understand pressure better than the current world champions. Meanwhile, Lionel Messi has also changed. He's no longer the explosive teenager who dribbled past entire defenses. He's no longer the player who needed to touch the ball every few seconds. Now he controls games with his intelligence. He chooses exactly when to accelerate, exactly when to pass, exactly when to finish. Football has become easier for him because he understands it better than almost anyone in history. And that's dangerous, because while younger players rely on speed and physical strength, Messi relies on experience, something that only grows with time. Another reason Argentina enters a tournament with so much optimism is the incredible balance between youth and experience. The younger stars continue improving every season. Julian Alvarez keeps becoming more complete. Enzo Fernandez continues to dominate midfields. Alexis McAllister has developed into one of Europe's most intelligent midfielders. Cristiano Romero remains one of the toughest defenders in world football. And behind them stands Emiliano Martinez, a goalkeeper who has repeatedly shown that he becomes even better when the pressure is highest. This isn't simply a talented squad, it's a winning squad. And winning teams develop something that statistics cannot measure: belief. The belief that no matter what happens, they will find a way. We've already seen it. Penalty shootouts, extra time, comebacks. Argentina has survived every possible scenario. That kind of confidence cannot be built overnight. It comes from years of fighting together, of suffering together, of lifting trophies together. Of course, nothing in football is guaranteed. Spain is becoming stronger. France remains one of the deepest squads in the world. England continues producing extraordinary talent. Portugal has a golden generation. Brazil will always be Brazil. Every World Cup creates new heroes. Every tournament produces surprises. And that's exactly why winning consecutive World Cups is so incredibly difficult. But if there is one team capable of doing it, it might be this Argentina, because they already possess everything a champion needs: talent, chemistry, leadership, experience, mentality, and at the center of it all, Lionel Messi, a player who has already completed football, yet somehow still finds new reasons to inspire millions around the world. Maybe 2026 won't simply be another World Cup. Maybe it will become the greatest farewell the sport has ever witnessed. Imagine Messi lifting the trophy one final time, becoming a 2-time world champion, ending his international career exactly where every footballer dreams of ending it, at the very top. It would be more than just another title. It would be the perfect ending to the greatest football story ever told. But now, it's your turn. Do you believe Lionel Messi will win the 2026 FIFA World Cup? Or will another nation stop Argentina's dream of making history once again?